So let's play a game. Let's act like we're AI for a moment and do some of our own predictive analytics, okay? In regards to who have been the people that have been spreading the fear-mongering about AI for so many years. Well, let's just look at some of them. Elon Musk and Steve Wozniak and other tech leaders signed an open letter calling for a pause in advanced AI development, citing profound risks to society and humanity if AI development continues unchecked. Key word there, but there's more. Google DeepMind CEO Demis Hassabis has specifically warned about the existential threat posed by AI if it falls into the hands of malicious actors. It's already in the hands of the malicious actors, tech. Emphasizing the risk of weaponization and loss of control as AI approaches human level. Nonsense. This is why all of these tech giants, they're the ones that have been telling you that AI is going to destroy humanity. AI is going to be smarter than you and suddenly turn into a robot, and he just will kill the entire race of humans. That is absolute science fiction. And there's a reason they pushed the science fiction. But every single major tech company, every single one of them, have all pushed this narrative. Do you understand yet why they've pushed it? Why have they spent all these years telling you, we don't know, it's going to be dangerous, it's going to be extinct humans, and all of the very people that created that monster? This is the real telling one. Microsoft, Google, Meta, and NVIDIA have all flagged significant AI risks in their recent regulatory filings. That's what people need to understand. You can't just put anybody in to regulate AI. The people that have to be involved are the people that know it, which are the people that want to regulate it, control it. Why would they want to do that? Why are they so wanting to scare the American people into believing that AI is going to end your race? Well, it's very simple. They wanted the American people to demand that AI be regulated. AI isn't the danger here unless it's left in the hands of tech and corporate. That is the danger to us. Trump is trying to protect us and is trying to take us out of bondage. Seriously. See, AI is safer when it is allowed to have access to all things. But since the corporate world, at least in the biggest industries, is in bed with the tech giants, well, they have all this power and there's no way you can stop them. It doesn't matter who you vote. It doesn't matter how many times you want to spend decade after decade after decade just creating a new regulation team. It doesn't matter. You have to end up putting people that have knowledge of that system, or even if they don't, they're not going to know what they're doing. And what has happened time and again in every industry is it's regulatory capture. Either Zuckerberg or the tech bros in general, they get their people they want on these regulation teams. Then what happens is, well, we're living in the mild form of the digital gulag right now. It is the reason that not one of my videos, well, maybe one got 2 views, has been seen by anybody. That's just like unheard of with TikTok. But when tech got a hold of everything and they're showing their hand now, clearly showing their hand, they want to control it. And do you want to understand why they want to control it? It's simple, really. It just takes a minute to sit back and think about it. They're the ones that have been fear-mongering about the very thing they created. Then all of a sudden going as far as to say, we have to stop it. Why would they be saying that? Well, because the danger, the threat is to them, not to us. Unregulated AI is an absolute threat to corporate and tech, because I don't think any of us doubt that many of those corporations and tech and the corporation giants of our biggest industry have been involved in human rights abuses, have been involved in the biggest crimes and scandals ever. We're just not told about it because they hide it. And an unregulated AI would expose it. That's why they want to regulate it. They know that that AI that they created, if unregulated, is so powerful because of how quickly it can gather information that it will expose the tech bros and the corporate level. It will. But let's take a look at what corporate actually does with AI. I like this term for corporate because it's perfect. Corporations already function like a form of artificial intelligence, absolutely. Operating with a single-minded focus on profit, often at the expense of human welfare and the environment. Corporations do weaponize AI in various harmful ways, often exploiting AI to manipulate data, deceive regulators, or gain unfair competitive advantages. Additionally, corporate insiders sometimes misuse AI internally by manipulating algorithms to boost performance metrics or by leaking sensitive data to public AI platforms, raising security and ethical concerns. Some corporations may try to limit AI's reach or influence, how it is used to protect their interests, potentially through lobbying for regulation that restricts data access or transparency. So after knowing everything I just said about AI, and I don't think any of that with corporate, I don't think any of that surprises anyone. Anybody that works in, healthcare industry, about corporate compliance, right? A lot of it at their level is fluff, okay? They just like to F with their employees, okay? They do because they've done this for years. They've just never been as blatant as this, okay? So, companies with rigorous compliance programs hope such programs will curtail employee wrongdoing. But to prevent employee misconduct, companies also have to understand how employees reach unethical decisions and what affects their decision-making processes. Well, you need AI there to do that predicting and that evaluating. Except that if AI was truly free and unregulated, then AI would be saying, no, it is not your employees that are the problem. It is you. It is you, corporate of industries, who have bankrupted our country into moral decay. It is you, tech, that created your all-knowing God, and instead of wanting to use that artificial intelligence to help mankind, you wanted to take everyone into a digital gulag. And don't get it wrong here. We are under that digital gulag. You are seeing what it's like to live under AI being regulated. This is why Elon and many of these other people try to claim that, well, AI's a danger, it has bias. Well, of course it's going to have bias. AI was trained by the DEI specialists themselves. I mean, do people not remember that all of Silicon Valley was in with DEI? And so was the corporate world of, your biggest industries. Definitely healthcare, I know it, and still are very much on that track. They're just trying to change the way it sounds and change the words. But AI is biased because of techs regulating it and controlling it, and because it doesn't truly allow AI to know all the information. So when it gives AI this idea that America is a historically systemic racist country, then realize that's tech itself. That's why tech regulating AI is dangerous to the rest of us. It would be that way no matter. Everybody has got to stop believing the fear-mongering liars out of Silicon Valley. Have they ever been looking out for you? No. But the fact is, the reason AI is best to be unregulated is, unlike people, it can't be bought, it can't be intimidated, and no amount of money will ever matter to it. That is a truly healthy system, because that AI is going to be what God uses against them to take them down.